when lives are on the line.
Are there any obvious injuries?
These men and women will risk theirs
The lad who was driving got blood coming out of his face.
to save yours.
RTC truck.
They deal with the most serious injuries.
The patient is described as bleeding heavily.
Directly below his ear.
There's a lot of blood there.
The most critical illnesses.
The reports of a male who's in cardiac arrest, and without any action, the patient will die.
The two Yorkshire Air Ambulances cover Britain's biggest county.
He's fallen 30 foot from the roof.
Oh yeah. He's got a big cut to his head.
5 million people rely on them
All right, sorry, sweetheart.
to deliver cutting-edge emergency medicine
We're just going to go to sleep. He's not looking particularly good.
at high speed.
If you can activate your major hemorrhage protocol.
Every day brings high stakes.
He's gone up in the air about 10 feet, was completely unconscious, but he does look fairly agitated and sleepy.
A bit bullseye the windscreen, which basically his head's hit it.
He's not screaming out for an RSI, but he's right on the cusp. So what we don't want him is to start biting us in the air.
High risks.
A 65-year-old chap been playing tennis, appeared to have abnormal breathing, so they've started CPR. They've shocked him once.
Yeah.
If somebody stops breathing, they are classed as clinically dead.
Last time he had an heart attack, he was playing tennis.
And high drama.
A fall from 20 foot is significant for anybody, but especially for a child. Children are more prone to head injuries.
How old are you, Ruby?
10.
You're 10? Can you remember everything that's happened?
Yeah, I was running, and then I didn't realise it was a ledge.
It's rush hour in West Yorkshire, and hundreds of thousands of motorists are crawling home. But in Huddersfield, one of the jams is being caused by a serious accident.
Okay, goggles down on the right.
Helimed 99 is on the way.
Bonjour.
Pilot Scott faces a difficult mission to a busy town centre in pitch darkness.
Helimed 995 on board, lifted from Knothall, routing to Huddersfield. Basic service, please, remain clear of controlled airspace.
He's checking in with air traffic controllers at Leeds Bradford Airport, who are in the middle of their own rush hour.
Helimed 99, we'll just clock out in basic service, QNH1012.
Scott's flying paramedics Pete and Al with Dr. Chris to the accident scene, using night vision goggles to see in the dark.
Basic service 1012 is clocking out in Helimed 99.
Reports of a patient who's been struck by a car. At the minute, they're quite agitated, so that could be a sign that they've got a severe head injury. Now, our concern would be whether they've got a shortage of oxygen, whether their airway's okay. So when we arrive on the scene, we might need to perform an RSI to help to secure their airway and get them to the major trauma centre.
A night mission to a town centre means a high workload for the team.
In front, Scott and Peter are there wearing their night vision goggles. In the back, we're looking out as well to make sure that there's no hazards. When landing at sea, we're looking for people and also wires, so everyone's going to have their eyes out, making sure that it's safe to land.
Blue lights, 2 o'clock low.
Scott must get his medical team as close as possible to the patient, making sure the landing site he chooses is safe. Even the busiest town centres often have open spaces where pilots can put down.
Okay, this is going to be nice and slow and gentle. We are pretty much committed around there. We are into wind. Where are we?
They are joining Dr. Jez, one of their air ambulance colleagues,
I'll be all right.
who volunteers as an emergency critical care consultant in his time off.
I've not seen the car, but it's allegedly 30, but it's quite quick coming down here. He's gone up in the air about 10 feet, was completely unconscious. He's talking now, he's obeying commands, but he does look fairly agitated and sleepy.
The patient was walking from the pub to a bingo hall.
Just going to have a look at the car, mate, see how much damage he's done. Yeah.
The damage to the car may help diagnose his injuries.
Jez, are you happy if I have a look at him?
The pedestrian's body hit the windscreen. He was then thrown to the pavement.
Oh, this is it, Jez. Jez, this one. It's either this one or they've been driving around with a real big chip in the windscreen for a week or two. Yeah.
21-year-old Jordan Porter is very agitated.
Jordan, open your eyes.
He'd only had one drink. This is not the effects of alcohol.
Fair bullseye, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big mechanism.
Yeah,
it is a massive mechanism.
He's proper smashed the windscreen.
It was right up high in the air.
Maybe even bent the aid post a little bit as well.
Chris is assessing his level on the Glasgow Coma Scale, a measure of consciousness used by medics worldwide.
So currently, eye opening is to voice, it's a 3, and he just gets that.
Yeah,
verbal response, he's a bit confused, knows his name, so that's a 4. And motor. Jordan, put your tongue out.
The team are considering performing an RSI, putting him into an artificial coma.
I think he's not screaming out for an RSI, but he's right on the cusp.
When people have got a head injury, they can present in different ways. So some people can be completely unconscious, totally unresponsive, eyes won't open, won't speak, won't move. But some people can appear to be quite agitated. They can be quite vocal, telling people to get off them. It's almost like a base response of, your body knows that there's something wrong. So these people, they're not being difficult for the sake of it. They're being difficult because they're actually quite poorly. And it can be a telltale sign.
You gonna feel a sharp scratch? Relax, buddy. Just relax. All right.
They're trying to give Jordan a drug to prevent internal bleeding.
All right, you're doing really, really well. All right, buddy.
It's clear flying him like this will be distressing for him and dangerous for the crew.
So having a chat with Jez, he's sort of right in the middle. We decided for safety, we will bob him off to sleep.
They're going to anaesthetise Jordan here in the road. It's a risky procedure, but it's been proven to save lives.
His conscious level isn't too bad, but he's just a bit agitated, and if he's going in the helicopter, what we don't want him is to start fighting us in the air at 2,000 feet, so we're going to put him to sleep now and fly him off to LGI.
As soon as Jordan is unconscious, he'll be wheeled to HeliMed 99.
So we'll be doing the procedure out here. We're just getting things all set up, ready to do it, so there's lots of nice bits of room and everything.
Jez is a hospital anaesthetist. Chris is an A&E consultant. Jordan is in the best hands possible.
Graham, that can just go just down there, if that's right.
They're going to sedate their patient, paralyse him, and then intubate him so they can take over his breathing manually.
Right, Jordan. Okay, my name's Chris, I'm the doctor, okay? Because you've got a bang on your head, okay, we need to give you some drugs to put you off to sleep, okay, and put a tube in your mouth. You're not going to know what's going on, all right?
This is a critical procedure, so there's a briefing and a long checklist.
Pre-oxygenation in place with nasal cannula in place.
It is. We've got a non-rebreathe. We're going to go onto the mask. And then
Chris is in charge.
I was going to give him 200 of ketamine and all the rock. Happy with that?
They must prepare for a number of things that can go wrong. Everyone has their role.
Okay, so I'm going to be intubating the lead, Al's assisting, Pete's watching, Jezzy's giving my drugs, you're doing Mills, you guys just standing back and just keeping an eye. So plan A is the tube, plan B will be the eye gel, plan C will be basic airways, and plan D is to make a hole in the front of his neck. Is everyone happy with that?
The drugs are going in. Jordan is slipping into unconsciousness.
Okay, so let's get nice and steady. Laryngoscope, please. Right into my hand. Suction is lurking somewhere. Just dig out the suction for me, is that all right? The suction, sorry. Okay, so I've got a nice view. See his epiglottis.
Now the tube is being slid down his windpipe to ensure his airway remains open.
Let's let Al have a listen.
Jordan's lungs are now being inflated by a ventilator. This procedure could save his life.
Just put this chap off to sleep. When you've got a head injury, it's really important to control the kind of oxygen and the carbon dioxide in your blood, because that can have a detrimental effect if that balance isn't kept just right. Your brain's much more vulnerable when it's been injured. So rather than having somebody that's agitated and fighting and wanting to overbreathe, which reduces the level of carbon dioxide in the blood, once they're asleep, we can just get it just right using the ventilator, which is much sort of better for them. And also, because they're not so agitated, that means the pressure in the head likely to be reduced.
The race is on to get Jordan to the major trauma centre in Leeds, 20 miles away. Once in the air, it will take just 10 minutes for Jordan to reach the hospital helipad. Safely up, In the cabin, the team's focus is on their patient.
They're always a bit difficult, these head injuries that have had a drink, because it's hard to say how much of it is the drink and how much of it is the head injury. If he was absolutely sober, we'd probably be quite concerned about him. He's had a drink, so we don't really know. So it's very much a case of get him to the hospital, scan his head, see what it shows.
They're nearing Leeds General Infirmary.
I'm going to go back on goggles because I think there's some cranes.
Okay.
I'm going to come inside that one. Right. I've got the cranes and the lights.
Yeah, got 'em.
Chris is continuing to monitor his patient's condition. He's stable, for now.
Levers all the way down, you're clear to start strapping.
9-9 landed, LGI.
Jordan is being wheeled down to resus.
Just a quick check of numbers before we go. Ready, steady, move. Keep coming, wait one.
He'll be heading straight to the scanner after a handover from Chris.
On the arrival of ourselves, we were requested because he was agitated. GCS was E3, V4, M6, so that's 13, but he was combative. Decision was made to RSI him.
He's very ill. His injury may turn out to be life-changing.
I'm going to keep my arms nice and straight, and I'm just going to push down. Okay.
You're never too young to learn to save lives.
That's it. 1, 2.
CPR is about to be put on the national curriculum. And training like this is priceless when someone has a heart attack.
Hello. Cardiac arrest 5225. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go on that. Yeah, I've just seen it now, yeah. Cheers. Bye. Job.
It's early afternoon, and dispatcher Gav is scrambling Helimed 99 to a sports centre in Ilkley.
Right, so that's Ilkley. Cool, alright, pre-takeoffs. Engines both fly. Flight, both guided. Confirmed, doors and harnesses. Close, secure on the right.
We're close and secure here.
Close and secure front, fuel. Check your key, we got 5:30. Validate. Weight-wise is good. And lifting. We'll go out over the wall.
Pilot Steve is flying his medics to a tennis player who has collapsed on the court.
Helimed 99 Alpha 145 helicopter 5QB out of Nostell, inbound to an incident at Ilkley, looking to transit the zone to the south and west of the field, VFR.
Paramedics Matt and Pete are on shift with Dr. Andy.
So just thinking, what's the drive time to go drive from Ilkley? It's about 25 minutes or something?
Yeah, I would say so. Was there a rat going, did it, sir?
All I've got so far is had one shot from an AED.
The patient's lucky. A specialist ambulance responder has been called to the incident.
A rat paramedic, red arrest team, which is just kind of the colour that the job was given historically. And essentially these are paramedics who've had extended training in the management of cardiac arrest, not just the basic life support, and then advanced life support, which is the usual things you deliver with shocking patients, managing their airway, and drugs to manage the airway. But they have extra pieces of equipment, and they have access to other drugs, especially if their heart starts again.
Is that the vehicle just on the entrance of the car park? It's hard to say, isn't it? Nothing's seen.
That was like the tennis club.
Oh yeah, other side.
If the player is still in cardiac arrest, every second is vital.
Okay, I've got a pole down on the left, which is the cable going right across the field I was just aiming for now. So I'm just going to slow everything down. There we go. So I'll put you over by the tree on the right. Yeah, landing now. Yeah, 99, we're just landing.
We're just in time for yoga.
Oh, good. Okay, that's good there. On the ground. All settled, within limits, and you clear out into the 3 o'clock. Okay, 99's landed. Got it, mate. Got it, Pete.
The specialist paramedic is working on the patient.
Shall we show this door, are we?
Hello.
Where are we?
Miraculously, pensioner Kevin Johnson is conscious.
Afternoon.
After being saved by the club's defibrillator.
65-year-old chap, been playing tennis, about to serve has had a collapsing episode. He appeared to have abnormal breathing, so they've started CPR, which is right. They've got an AED, they've shocked him once.
Yeah.
He's come round immediately. GCS of 15 on our arrival, sat up looking in his wallet.
Right.
Kevin owes his life to a first aid trainer taking a class upstairs when he went down.
Yeah.
His history is that he's had an MI before 5 years ago.
Right.
And that's where we're at with it. He didn't have any pain or shortness of breath prior to it.
Right.
But last time he had an heart attack, he was playing tennis. Apologies.
Dr. Andy wants to know more about Kevin's resuscitation.
Hey, whereabouts is the first aider that came in? Brilliant, well done, good job. So what did it say when you put it on? Obviously it said just shock advised, and
shock advised.
Is there a screen on it where you can see what it looked like, or is there not a screen on it?
No, it's just basically basic, automatic, shock advised, press the button.
Just did one shot.
And it did one shock.
And
then
how soon were you with him after he collapsed?
Yeah, it was only a couple of minutes before you
So you came up, I said get the defib, I came down, checked, and by the time I checked his breathing, he was agonal gasping, he was...
Yeah. Could you feel a pulse, or...?
Couldn't feel a pulse,
Couldn't.
there was nothing
Okay.
really going on. I was just teaching a 3-day first aid at work course, and we got called downstairs and there was an incident where somebody just had a sudden collapse. People are very reactive rather than proactive, but having those skills initially has potentially saved somebody's life today. Knowing what to do, being quick about it, using the defib and getting your hands on that chest and pressing hard and fast.
The patient suffered a relatively painless heart attack, which is unusual. Pete's trying to identify the cause of Kevin's collapse.
He's got a little bit query elevation. 3s now.
Yeah, looking at his AVL in here, sorry.
Yeah. There's nothing to say there's anything sort of like posterior wall or inferior or right ventricular.
He's still a millimetre.
Yeah, it's not normal, but it's not bouncing out.
No.
What is clear is that he's made an amazing recovery.
From a typical CFR perspective, and it sounded really good, and that's probably why they've got a really good outcome.
Yeah. Well, they were on top of it, weren't they? They were there.
Somebody up there having a first aid course.
So he's literally just jumped. It's probably really quick.
I didn't know where you were.
No.
We'd have a look at this first, see if we were any benefit of land versus river as usual, and see if there's anything new on there.
He's recovered so well that it looks like he won't need a flight to hospital.
But when he's on there, just do another quick 12 and see if there's anything changing in the last 5 minutes, see if there's anything evolving.
He was pain-free when we've spoken to him. Kevin? Yeah? Sorry I keep asking you this question, but how do you feel at this moment, other than a little bit sickly from obviously what's occurred?
He said his chest was hurting a bit.
Slightly lightheaded. Chest, but not internals. Like the ribs hurt rather than...
Yeah.
I'd say worst case, go to ED. I don't think flying's going to be of any benefit.
He has first aid trainer Paula Coleman to thank for his recovery.
Something is better than nothing at the end of the day, because if somebody stops breathing, they are classed as clinically dead. So if you do nothing, they'll end up staying dead. So doing something is always better than nothing.
LGI are ringing me back. They're just having a word with the consultant. So it could be that we go to LGI, it could be that we go to Air. We don't know yet.
I'm so pleased. I can't believe it. We have a success.
Will do, no problem. Lovely, thank you, cheers, bye. Airedale, guys.
Airedale.
Give you that.
Kevin's off to the local hospital to see cardiac specialists. It's hoped further tests will identify what triggered his second heart attack on the tennis court. The Air Ambulance paramedics never stop learning, and at the Nostell Air Base, they now have access to a state-of-the-art medical simulator.
So Gav, this is a situation. It's a 35-year-old woman. She's been in a big garden. She's been chainsawing some branches. The chainsaw apparently has bounced off a knot in the wood and hit her leg. The situation in there is as you see it. Do you understand? Okay, yep. Well, go, let's go.
Today, Dr. Tim is putting Gav through some refresher training.
Hello, folks, coming from the Air Ambulance. This is Tim. Oh, my leg. Tim, can you get some direct pressure down? I'll move for it till I get a short bandage.
Compound fractures are difficult to treat. If this patient was real, the team may have only seconds to save her.
So the blood is still seeping out through the bandage, Gav. Okay, I'm going to put the stopping the bleeding. Pop the cap on, okay. Sorry about this. I'm just going to stop your bleeding.
Doing the right thing when seconds count is an essential part of the job.
Right, Gavin, I'm pressing as hard as I can. Okay, you're still bleeding. Really keep pressing down that first in. Okay, it's just bleeding out through the bandage. We'll get this capped on. Okay, we'll get that bleeding stopped. I'm just going to go really tight on your leg, love, okay? How's that looking now? That's great, that's not bleeding now.
And difficult, complex emergencies can come in the most unusual places.
Okay, can you hear me?
High above the Yorkshire Dales, the team are returning to base, but dispatcher Lisa has other plans for them.
9A, if you're standing down, can I divert you to Ripon? It's a 10-year-old that's fallen 20 foot over.
Paramedics Lee and Gav, with Dr. Steve, are 5 minutes from the accident scene.
Yeah, that's all received.
If the locations come through on what 3 words? If anyone's got the app, I can pass you over.
Yeah.
Roger, we can give me a
They are using a recently developed location app that lets members of the public turn grid references into easy-to-remember words.
Yeah, that's from 9A. Yeah, Lisa, you always passes the 3 words over.
Yeah, it's handed, dissolve, carpentry.
It's Brim Rocks, basically.
So it's all.
We're just heading over towards Ripon to reports of a 10-year-old that's fallen 20 feet. What our control room staff has done is used the What 3 Words app to identify their location. The caller has installed it on their phone, so they've been able to pass the 3-word reference to ambulance control, which has precisely identified their location within a 3 metre by 3 metre square. What 3 Words made a big difference to locating casualties in unusual locations where you may not normally carry a map and compass as you would do if you're out in the hills, but again the location is very hard to determine by looking around you. So What 3 Words has been integrated into many of the ambulance service, police and fire service control rooms, allowing them to locate incidents.
The accident happened at Brim Rocks, a popular tourist attraction owned by the National Trust. It appears the child has fallen from a boulder.
Query pelvic and arm injuries over.
Yeah, that's all received. We are showing 3 minutes to the overhead over.
It's a regular destination for the team.
Looking at where it's pinpointed on that What 3 Words, there's a big field right next to it. There is, yeah. Just to the southwest of the location. Southwest.
But the rocks cover a huge area, and it's never easy to land.
There's some rocks.
Yeah, it should be just right below us here. Right, yeah. Sort of 3 o'clock. I've not seen anything, but it should be.
Pilot Elaine has to avoid hundreds of visitors.
Really want to land where everyone's sitting.
The patch of green to the side of that bush, I know we've landed there a few times before.
Got this little tree on my side.
Yeah, a little bit shrubby.
All good?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, all good.
Cheers guys, okay.
She's inching Helimed 9A down onto a patch of grass. The rocks make a natural playground for kids, but with some being over 30 feet tall, it comes at a risk.
Hi guys, hello there.
Oh, Ruby, I told you we'd get some traffic.
Hello there.
See you. Yeah. This is
How are we doing?
Ruby was up there.
Oh, right.
Didn't realise it was a ledge. Ruby didn't realise it was a ledge.
Blimey.
So she came from there straight down to here.
Oh dear, how old are you, Ruby?
10.
You're 10? And it's only enjoying you some holidays up until now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Gav needs to identify just how serious her injuries are.
Can you remember everything that's happened?
Yeah, I was running and then I didn't realise it was a ledge and I just couldn't stop.
Hemodynamically,
So you fell, and can you remember how you landed? What did you land on?
Radial pulse 120.
Over there.
Did you land on your feet or did you land on your side?
On my side, like
Yeah?
on this side.
Oh, okay.
There's a chance she could have broken her hip or pelvis. Both can cause internal bleeding.
I'll just give a little feel behind the back of your head. You haven't got any pain behind your head here, and you've got nothing in your wrist down, and your back of your neck down here, no? Nothing at all, no?
Everything's fine except for my hip.
Your hip's what's hurting the most, yeah? Chest all clear, yeah. Okay. Your legs are all good, and you can, it's just the side down here, yeah?
Like my hip there.
Well, can I have a little look at it? Your wrist.
My wrist kills so bad.
Your wrist, yeah.
Dr. Steve wants to ease her pain, but it's a frightening experience for a 10-year-old.
Shall we try some of this nose medicine, Ruby? Yeah, we'll go some fentanyl. Yeah, we can.
Do you know when you go upside down the swimming pool, you get water up your nose? It's nowhere near as bad as that. All right? You don't take it. It's only a squirt of a spray. Do you? We squirt it and that's it, and it's done.
Dr. Steve doesn't want to stress his young patient, so he comes up with an alternative painkiller.
If you want to try, you want to drink and see how you go, because you seem pretty cool, calm and collected at the moment. So we give you some medicine, put a little soft thing around your hips and it just keeps them still. Now I'm pretty happy that you've wiggled your feet and done all the right stuff, that they're fine, but it's just as a precaution. We'll put you on our little stretcher, and I'm delighted to see that you're not 18 stone, because then we've got to carry you back up the hill. This is the medicine then, Ruby. It's not very much. Do you want to just drink it quickly and then it's gone?
Once the painkillers have taken effect, they'll move her. Ruby Jean came to the rocks with her mum, dad, her brother, and a friend on a day out.
I think if we just many-handed lift, so a couple on that side, a couple on this side, because she's not dead heavy, lift her up, scoop straight underneath, straight down. Does that sound a reasonable plan to you, Ruby? What we'll do, put our hands underneath you, lift you straight up onto the stretcher and lay you down on it, okay? Yeah. What I'll do, we'll take this blanket off for now so we can see. Yeah, we can, yeah.
Her wrist has been splintered, but it's vital her pelvis and hip are kept immobile.
Okay. Just to the hip. Right.
Just this hip, isn't it?
That's
okay.
Right.
Okay.
Is everybody ready?
Yep.
On lift. Ready, steady, lift. Brilliant.
Magic
there you go,
car.
Ruby. Brilliant. There we go. That's it.
Pop that.
Far enough.
Brilliant.
Yep. There we go. Perfect.
Right,
Put your head back, Ruby.
Just grab the bind.
There we go.
There we go, and just gently down.
Down we go.
That's cool.
How's that? That feel all right?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. We're going to get a blanket on you now so we keep you warm. All right?
She's going to be flown 15 miles to hospital in Leeds.
Okay. So I think one on each corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, one on each corner. We'll have a gentle walk up. Okay. Cool at the top.
On lift. Ready, steady, lift. There we go. How's that?
Well done. Right, we'll just have a gentle little walk, okay?
Dr. Steve wants his patient to be x-rayed. Pelvis fractures are dangerous, especially in children.
Ruby's been really lucky. She's landing on her side, broken her wrist, and she's got some pain in her left hip as well. So what we'll do, Ruby, is kind of poke you in through the back door, slide you up on the stretcher. Once you're in, we'll get you some ear defenders on and things, because it is a bit noisy. She's been really brave though, and she's really cool, calm and collected, so she's helped us kind of evacuate her, and we've carried her up on a stretcher here. But given that she's got some pelvic pain, put a pelvic binder on, we're going to take her up to Leeds General Infirmary, the Paediatric Major Trauma Centre, for a check over there.
It's a 7-minute flight. Not the way Ruby Jean or her family expected their day out to end.
All right, boss.
But Dr. Steve is taking no chances.
A fall for 20 foot is significant for anybody, but especially for a child. Children are more prone to head injuries. They've got a proportionally larger head to the rest of their body. Whilst they're less likely to suffer fractures, their bones are more pliable, they can suffer significant internal injury from such a fall.
Ruby Jean's on final approach to the major trauma centre. Her mum is anxiously awaiting the x-ray results. At Air Ambulance headquarters, dispatcher James is on the radio with a paramedic at a road accident on the Yorkshire coast.
We've got a approximately 75-year-old male come off the motorbike approximately 40 miles an hour. The gentleman has become confused and is repeating questions, doesn't remember the incident.
Memory loss can be a sign of a serious brain injury. It's a mission for Helimed 99 at the North Yorkshire Air Base.
Hello, I've got a job for you. Basically, it's a chap who's come off a motorbike, crew are a bit concerned, his GCS has gone to 14. Are you alright to just go and have a look and give him a bit of an eyeball?
Paramedics Pete and Adi are on the case.
NS from 99, this is Tom Cliff to
Scarborough. The crew that are on scene with the patient at the moment are querying that he might have a pelvic fracture and or a femur fracture. So the patient would need to be taken to a major trauma centre, and then if one of them is in Middlesbrough, we can get to Middlesbrough a lot quicker than a road ambulance.
The sun's setting and the light is fading. The biker came off on the main holiday route into Scarborough.
Visual, we got the Rosas closing the road.
Okay, I'll come down, and then I'm going to cross over the road and fly up that side so I can have a look into it without staring into the sun.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Got birds on the lake below us.
Yeah.
Pilot Colin is inching the helicopter down onto the road, which has been closed by police.
Hey up.
GCS 14 throughout?
Yeah, he's
reacting throughout?
very repetitive. He hasn't got a clue what's happened to him, which way he was going. Car in front braked heavily.
Sure.
He's hit the front brakes, gone straight over.
Wow.
John Ruddock was riding home from work when he crashed. His pelvis may be fractured.
Unfortunately, with a lot of motorbikes, you've got a big fuel tank in the way, and when you go over it, your legs go either side of it, which can cause pelvic injuries. He's got pain in his groin. Based on the mechanism, we're going to fly into James Cook anyway.
Doctors at the Major Trauma Centre in Middlesbrough will be able to use their scanner to check John for a brain injury and x-ray his pelvis.
We're just getting these bits off you so it's a bit easier to look after you. We'll take you to the hospital. Get you sorted out, all right.
Anybody else involved? No, man, just me.
John's continuing confusion is worrying. In his case, time is of the essence.
Right, I'll ring these, we'll get him loaded on, we'll get him off. I can PRF him on the way.
Yep.
He's a little bit repetitive, so he's probably maybe got some concussion, but it's quite hard to tell without sort of further investigation. He's got some pain in his pelvic area, which might suggest that he has fractured it, so we will treat it like worst case scenario, like he has fractured it, and take him to the Major Trauma Centre.
Where are you taking me?
Middlesbrough.
What happened to my bike?
The police will sort that out.
Have I hit somebody?
No.
I'm on my own?
You are, yeah. Let me just put this one on your finger. Have you ever been in a helicopter before?
Have I been in a helicopter before? Definitely not this end.
The team are flying John 35 miles across the North York Moors.
99, lifted, right to James Cook.
Received, thank you.
The speed of the helicopter will save at least half an hour. Time that could make all the difference to their patient.
He's not orientated to time and place, he's a little bit confused. The good thing is that that's not got any worse, so hopefully that will just be concussion related. However, it's not been long since he's had the injury, so...
The sun has all but set, but Helimed 99 is on final approach to the James Cook Hospital. John is heading straight for resus. Tonight's crash could change his life.
There will be an element of shock, that's why I said try and get some blankets to cover her up, but do not move her, okay? Keep her as still as you can for me.
Dispatcher Helen is listening in on a 999 call from stables in South Yorkshire.
Is it a upper or a lower leg that you think is broken? Upper.
Oh, okay. I think I want you on this, if that's alright. She's screaming in pain, this poor lass.
Dr. Chris and paramedics Lee and Andy are scrambling to the scene.
Okay, and away we go.
Pilot Steve will have Helimed 98 there in 10 minutes.
What's this we're going to? It's a 15-year-old that's fallen off a horse with a femur fracture, it sounds like. It sounds like her leg is trapped underneath her and facing backwards away from, so she won't let anyone near it.
I don't think I'll let anyone near my leg if it was like that, to be honest with you. Helen's just asked us to attend an incident in the Stocksbridge area on Sheffield. Reports of a 15-year-old girl who's come off a horse, and the initial concerns are that she may have a fractured femur. So that's the main bone in your thigh. The report is that the leg is kind of twisted behind her, and that she's in lots of pain.
Local paramedics are on their way too.
Receiving, go ahead.
Just let you know, DCA, ETA is 2 minutes. They've updated them that you are en route. They are moving the horses into another field, so there should be none in the field in which the patient is.
Roger that, we're visual with the DCA at the moment. I'm just overhead scene looking for somewhere to land over.
Steve needs to make sure he doesn't cause another accident.
I'm going to go in this field here because there's no horses.
Helicopter noise can spook animals.
You got wires on your left. Wires have just gone over to the left there.
You look good back here, Steve.
It's very low sort of string fence.
Understood, yeah.
The team are first on scene.
I'm just going to park you this way because of the slope.
Very slow.
All right, and landing on. Okay, that's all good within limits.
Lee and Chris are heading out to assess the patient.
Hello. All right, you're doing well there. Yeah.
15-year-old Emily was exercising her horse. Her dad is with her.
So, Emily, just in your own words, just talk us through what happened then.
I fell off and I think I landed on my leg.
Okay. When you say you fell off, what were you going over a jump or were you just sort of cantering?
She just booked, I think.
Did she?
It's a very bad break.
So I can see you got body armour on, you got a helmet.
Yeah, it was on.
Were you knocked out at all?
They'll have to straighten her leg urgently to prevent shards of bone puncturing blood vessels.
I know can you wiggle your toes in your foot? You can feel your foot. Does it feel okay?
Even moving the blanket hurts.
So we're going to we're going to give you some gas and air. Okay, this is what they give to ladies during childbirth. So it's got a good track record, okay?
So just keep nice deep breaths on it. You got it?
The team have ruled out other injuries, but until her leg is straight, Emily is vulnerable to internal bleeding.
Right, Emily, you're going to feel a sharp scratch in your back of your hand.
Let's get your pain a bit better before we...
Just open and close your hand a little bit more for me. Like grabbing for money. There we are.
A bit funny. You'll be doing that when you're older.
So you can feel a sharp scratch on the back of your hand, Emily, okay?
They must work quickly.
Right, so it's got a little plastic tube in your back of your hand now, so it's going to secure it, Emily, okay? So it's because one scene we don't want stuff to lose it.
That's ketamine in there, 10 milligrams per mil.
Cheers, mate.
Okay.
What we're going to do, because you're quite a considerable pain, we're going to give you a drug called ketamine, okay? It's a really, really potent analgesia, okay? It'll make you feel a little bit strange, a little bit like you're floating away, a bit out of body sort of thing. You might sort of cry out and moan a little bit, but you won't remember anything, okay? So what we need to do, we need to put your leg into a splint. So we have to pull it back to its normal length and then sort of strap it together, okay? All right.
Emily is slowly being sedated.
It's nice, slowly breathing down, nice. That's it. Does it feel, yeah? Should we start slowly trying to make some actions? I can give it a bit more. It's all right. So she's in a good place at the moment, so... Okay, she's still in a good place, guys.
The drug is working well. Without it, she would not be able to bear them moving her broken leg.
How you doing, Emily? Yeah?
Use it to length. You want to pull the other one in close. Good work, good man. That looks pretty good, mate.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Numbers are fine. Should we get a move in there?
Yeah, so let's get into the scoop.
Her leg is now in traction. It's been a textbook operation.
Right, Dad. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a head from here. We can just slide you out.
You slide out, Dad.
Just keep nice and still for me, lovey.
She's been a really good patient. Clearly in a lot of pain when we initially got here. Very settled, happy, as long as she wasn't moved or touched and stuff like that. It's clearly evident she's quite a sort of quite dramatic injury really, that needed doing.
Ready, steady, lift.
We opted to go for some strong analgesia straight away. Ketamine in these instances has got a sort of proven track record of providing really good sort of analgesia and sort of a slight anaesthesia, so the patient hopefully won't remember the events that have just happened.
Okay, ready, steady, lift. Right, so we're going to take you down to Sheffield, okay? To the Children's Hospital.
Hello, it's Lee off Helibed 98. Yeah, I got a 15-year-old girl, fallen from a horse. Yeah. She's got an isolated left femur fracture.
Just keep the patient nice and high. Keep coming, keep coming.
Initial pain score was 10 out of 10 when we got on scene. It was really angulated and deformed. She's had 20 milligrams of IV ketamine to straighten it, and she's been stable throughout. She's now packaged in the back of the airframe. We're going to be with you guys in the next 10-15. Yeah,
Emily is now reasonably comfortable with the ketamine, but the team still need to keep a close eye on her.
Okay, mate.
Her leg will almost certainly require surgery.
How's your pain? You like end stocks, don't you? It's your friend, isn't it? Yeah. Has my colleague told you about the helicopter flight? Yeah, that's all right. So you're literally going to be in a helicopter for about 5 minutes.
Okay, everybody happy to start?
Yeah, we're all good at the back.
AQ's clear on the right, they're clear on the left, no horses.
This wasn't the ideal landing site for Steve.
Bless you, Steve. Horses, I'm allergic to them. Right. Okay, intention is to lift, and we're departing into the 12 o'clock. There we go. We've lost the fuel reserve caption, so that's good. Just moving forward and right, away from the wires.
9-8 lifted, heading Sheffield Children's.
Emily is now quite comfortable.
Ketamine works really well as a painkiller, particularly when you need to manipulate joints. One of the drawbacks with it, though, is if people are quite agitated before you give it, then often that can get worse. But she's done really well with the ketamine and the Entonox. We've got her legs straight, and now we're on the way to hospital.
Steve's heading into the middle of Sheffield.
So Northern General's down there on the left. Alrighty, visual the landing site.
9-8, we're preparing to land over.
They're touching down in a park that doubles as a helipad for the Children's Hospital.
There we go, that's a good position. And landing on.
9-8, we've landed Sheffield Children's.
Emily's completing the rest of her journey by trolley. Her dad's driving to join her in resus. The following day, Emily spends 4.5 hours in surgery as specialists repair her shattered thigh bone with pins and plates. It's the start of 10 days in the Children's Hospital, followed by several weeks in a wheelchair. But she's determined to ride again.
You've shot him once.
Yeah.
He's come round immediately.
Tennis player Kevin, who collapsed on the court with a cardiac arrest, underwent a quadruple heart bypass and is now fully recovered. By coincidence, the club's defibrillator saved another player just 10 days later.
Can you remember everything that's happened?
Yeah, I was running and then I didn't realise it was a ledge.
Ruby Jean, the girl who fell from Brimham Rocks, fractured her pelvis and broke her left wrist. She was released from hospital after 48 hours, but was in plaster for 8 weeks.
Have I hit somebody?
No.
I'm on my own.
You are, yeah. Let me just put this one on your finger.
Biker John escaped with severe bruising and concussion, but he can't remember 7 hours of the day he crashed.
I was going to give him 200 of ketamine, or basically all what's left, and all the rock. Happy with that?
And Jordan, the pedestrian knocked down in Huddersfield, was lucky to survive. He spent 17 days in Leeds General Infirmary, as doctors treated 3 brain bleeds caused by the impact, which fractured his skull.
I can't taste, I can't smell. That's probably the worst. I'm sat at home thinking, well, it doesn't really matter what I eat. Like a Brussels sprout's the same as a roast potato, innit?
He's now deaf in one ear and prone to seizures.
The doctor said that you've got 5% of your smell and taste. So I've done research on it, and it says if you don't get it back within 6 to 12 months, it's probably not going to come back, which is not good news, but still living. I'm lucky to be alive, to be honest. I'd like to enjoy a kebab or something. Rather have your life than your smell and taste, surely.